Okay, now here's this one. You're solving for x in all these, but the problem is the equation has a parentheses, okay? Here's what you do about a parentheses. What's happening to the parentheses? It's being multiplied by 6. So then I need to get rid of the parentheses, okay? Line up your equals first. You're going to put just 66 over here, but you need to rewrite the other side without the parentheses. So how you do that is you take 6 times 3x and 6 times 5. Okay? So I come over here and write 6 times 3x and 6 times 5. You use 6 in both of them. Okay, so 6 times 3x is 18x. It'll have x on it. And then 6 times 5 is 30. So you come back over here and you rewrite that. That's gone. And I rewrite it as 18x plus 30. Okay, now it's just like you did before. You make the dot, x is being multiplied by 18, and it's a plus 30. Remember, the 30 is the 1, not the 66. So plus 30, I minus 30. So line up your equals, and on this side you get 18 times x. On the other side, 66 minus 30 is 36. And then I still have to divide by the number with the x, 18. Okay, so I take 36 divided by 18, and that's 2. So x equals 2. Okay, same thing. Now there's a rule here that you're going to have to look out for. If you have a minus in parentheses, you're going to rewrite that as a plus negative. Okay, so when I multiply, I take 3 times 4x and 3 times negative 8. So 3, it's called the distributive property. I take it times 4x and by negative 8. So 3 times 4x is 12x, and then 3 times negative 8, use a calculator if you don't know it, is negative 24. So then you cross that out, and you rewrite that as 12x minus 24. Now make your wall, dot circle. Now, outside of the 12 times x, you got minus 24. Okay, so the opposite of minus 24 is plus 24. And then I add 24 to 12, so I line up my equals, and I have 12 times x, and over on the other side, 12 plus 24 is 36. Then x is still being multiplied, so I have to divide by the number with the x, which is 12. And 36 divided by 12 gives me 3. So x is equal to 3. Okay, next problem. First off, let's rewrite the side of the equation with the parentheses. Okay, put a times. That minus I make plus negative. If you got a minus in there, you want to make it the number after it a negative. So I distribute. Negative 5, and I will be multiplying that by 1x first. Always multiply by the number with the x first, and then the negative 5. So negative 5 times 1 is negative 5x, and then negative 5 times negative 5 is going to be 25. Okay, so I rewrite that side as negative 5x plus 25. It's plus 25 because it's positive. Okay, then x is being multiplied by negative 5, so don't ever add or subtract the number right in front of the x. Okay, so I go after the 25 right here because that's the side of the x I'm worried about. So the opposite of plus 25 is minus 25. So line up your equals, and on one side you got negative 5 times x. On the other side you take negative 25 minus 25. It's not 0, it actually goes the other way. It's negative 50. Then I divide by negative 5. So I take negative 50 divided by negative 5, and that's going to be 10. So x is equal to 10. Okay, next problem. Line up your equals. Now, this is the side you rewrite now. You put your 42 on this. Put your times dot, make your minus plus negative, and then distribute the 3. So this outside 3 I write down twice. Now we're going to times by the x number first. Just trust me, negative 3x first and then 2 second. You kind of want to find the x product first. So 3 times negative 3 is negative 9 with x, and 3 times 2 is 6. So you rewrite this side as negative 9x plus 6. Now it looks like an equation that you're used to. The x is over here, so that's the side I'm looking at. So two things happen, times negative 9 and a plus 6. So we minus 6 and minus 6, not 42. You don't care about 42, okay? I mean, I'll take 42 minus 6, but I don't care what number's over there. 36. And then over here you got negative 9 times x. Now x is times by negative 9, so we underline both sides and put the number with the x, negative 9. So 36 divided by negative 9 gives me negative 4. Okay, 3 more. Okay, line up your equals. You got negative 10 all by itself. This is the side you have to rewrite. That minus make it plus negative. So 5 is the multiplying. I'm going to multiply 5 twice. First by the x term, 2x, and then by the constant term, negative 4. So 5 times 2 is 10 with x. And then 5 times negative 4 is negative 20. So when you're writing this down, you're going to write 10x minus 20. If you get a negative there, write it as a minus. It means minus. Okay, line. You got times 10 and then minus 20. So the opposite of minus 20, remember, you don't care about the negative 10. You want to go after that one, okay, the one with the x. Plus 20, plus 20. So line up your equals. Over here you still got 10 times x. Over on the other side you go negative 10 plus 20. That's 10. Underline them, they're both 10, so put 10. Get rid of the 10s in front with the x, and then 10 divided by 10 is 1. So x is equal to 1. Okay, then the next one. Negative 3 equals 3. Then 2x minus 1. Remember to make that plus negative. So line up your equals. You have negative 3 by itself. And over here you have a multiplier of 3. That's your outside number. Now look at your inside. You take the x first and then the negative 1. So 3 times 2x is 6x, and 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. So I rewrite this side as 6x minus 3. Okay. So that's your multiplier. Don't add or subtract that. Now, you go after the one that is on the same side as x. So the opposite between there and there is a minus, so we plus 3. And we plus 3. We'll line up the equals. A funny thing happens here. Negative 3 plus 3 is 0. So you have 0. And over here you got 6 times x. Now divide by 6. Remember, when you divide, it's by the number with the x. Now 0 divided by 6 is 0. So x can equal 0. Okay, last one. Line up your equals. You got 12. You need to rewrite the side with the parentheses. Now you got times. You're going to put a 1 in front of the x if it doesn't have a coefficient. It's called a coefficient, a number in front. So I take -2, -2, and first I multiply by 1x, and then I multiply by 10. So -2 times 1 is -2 with x, -2 times 10 is -20. So I rewrite that expression as -2x minus 20. So we're on the left side. Between the circle and the 20 is a minus, so we're going to plus 20. And then remember, you always do the number that's on the side of the wall of the x, not the 12. Then plus 20. And 12 plus 20 is going to be 32. So I'm going to divide both sides by -2, by the number with the x. Okay, so 32 divided by -2 is -16.